first question that I did was 7.1. Okay, now you have got this booklet. Okay, I send it to you on the group. You have got it. Right? So 7.1, the equation is sine theta equal to 0,124. Sine theta equal to 0,124. Now the objective here is to determine theta. Theta is an angle, okay? But that angle is unknown, so it's being represented by theta, okay? Now if we want to calculate the angle, we take the sine to the right-hand side. Once it goes to the right-hand side, it becomes sine to the power of -1, which is pronounced as arcsine. Okay, this is how you spell it, arcsine. Yeah, it's A-R-C. Okay, it's pronounced as arcsine, so it becomes arcsine. Then the theta will end up being isolated. It will now be on its own. So this becomes theta equal to shift sine or arcsine 0,124. Then you punch in your calculator, you put that, so let me clear that. So it will be shift, then sine, then you put 0,124. Please do it too. As I'm doing it, you must be doing it as well. Okay? So you have that. Okay? Then you press equals. Once you press equals, it gives you the size of theta, which is an angle. And that angle is in degrees. That's why we have got that D there on top. The angle will be in degrees. So your answer there to one decimal place is going to be 7,1 degrees. Okay? Please always remember to put the degree sign, because we are dealing with angles now. Finding angles. And the angles must be in degrees. Okay? So this is the first part. Okay? That's the first question. Right? Later on, we are going to do trigonometric equations as a topic on its own. But for now, I'm going to use these trig equations just to introduce the concept of finding angles. So that's the first one. Then the second one, I did 7.4, which is that. Okay? And that equation becomes slightly complex. It's 2 cos theta equal to 0,942. Now, your knowledge of equations is required here. Okay? So we need to isolate or to make cos theta the subject. Cos theta is one thing, it's one term. So we need to make that cos theta the subject. So we divide both sides by 2. If we do that, we'll get cos theta equal to 0,471. Okay? So I'm here. We get 0,471. Then we take the cos to the right, it becomes arc cos, okay, of the ratio, which is 0,471. And on the left, we'll be left with theta. Okay, remember theta is an angle. We need to determine its size. So go back to the calculator. So you press shift, then cos, then you put the ratio 0,471. Okay, like that, then you press equals. So it gives you 61,9 degrees as the angle. Okay, so theta is going to be 61,9 degrees. Okay, so that's what you should. So you got that angle there. That's the 61,9 degrees. Okay, so this is very straightforward. So you need to know how to use your calculator. And then I did a third one on tan. Now this question here was slightly more complex because of the nature of the equation. We have to isolate that tan theta. Now the way that I worked it out here is not the only way of doing it. You can find the LCD and then carry on. So I took the one to the right and I subtracted that one from 1,285. So I got that. Then 1,285 minus 1 gives you 0,285. On the left, you will be having tan theta over 2. The denominator of that 0,285 is a 1. The then I cross multiply it. Okay, I've emphasized this concept of cross multiplication because it makes things very easy for you when you are solving. Right, then you get here, the tan theta is now on its own. I made tan theta the subject. Then I take the tan to the right, becomes arctan. Okay, it becomes arctan of the ratio, which is 0.570. Okay, so theta is going to be that. So press here, shift, then tan. So we press shift and then tan. Okay. To be shift, then tan. So 0.57. I can put this 57 there. There's no need to put the 0. So you get 29.7 degrees. Okay, the answer is an angle. Okay, so that's what you're supposed to have. So you end up having that as your answer. Okay, I'm sure you can see that this exercise is a very easy one. Okay, you just have to know how to use your calculator, which is not very complicated. Okay.